All right, you guys, we are recording. So awesome. Thank y'all so much for jumping on tonight, especially during this crazy busy season with Christmas being 5 days away. Literally, it's crazy. I hope you are excited and ready for it. It's so nice for this to finally be the first year ever that I'm not stressed running like a chicken with my head cut off the last few days before. So it feels nice to be able to actually relax, because relaxing is my struggle for sure. So I hope y'all are being able to enjoy it too. And if you're traveling, keep it safe, friends. Keep it safe. So, okay. So y'all know who I am, but if anybody listens to the recording later, I am Christy Kynard. I am the founder of our GemFit team, and I'll go into detail in a minute what that's about and my story and all that good stuff. So as a matter of fact, I will go ahead and pull up my little slideshow for you guys to where you can see my screen. And I won't be able to see y'all, so hopefully, can y'all see my screen okay? Chat in my chat box or whatever, since I can't see y'all. Okay. Let me do the full screen. All right, again, like I said, our team name is GemFit, and we are so excited that you're here on this call with us. So what we are a tribe of individuals, but we work together as a team who are willing to work hard towards fulfilling our personal dreams, physically, emotionally, and financially. Is truly the complete package. Whereas I know in our challenge groups, it's more physical, and I try to really focus on that mental aspect, as that's where it all starts. It has to begin there, or nothing else will come to fruition. So, but I love just this atmosphere, this culture that we have created, that we literally have a quote unquote job that we're able to get paid to better ourselves and help others along the way. Like, there's nothing better than that in the world, if you ask me. It's amazing, such a blessing, but it does take work. So if you're willing to do that. So, but together we truly can do anything. I wholeheartedly believe that. And I think that we are so much stronger together, because there's no I in team. So I believe in you, but my hope and my prayer ultimately is that you believe in you, because until that happens, nothing else will take place. Okay. So our team mission, sorry, can't even talk. Okay. So GemFit, where that derives from. Me, I personally deal with and I'm going to go back into my backstory shortly, but is that I was stressed, I was anxious, I was so unhappy, I lacked purpose in my life. But so a gem is a precious stone especially when you're polished, and that's what we can do together for each other. Fit of suitable quality to meet the required purpose. Again, that's believing in yourself, knowing that you are worthy, that you are capable of anything you set your heart and mind to, if you're willing to work for it. So it is our team mission to share. We are a direct marketing company, obviously. So yes, selling is involved if you want to build a business, but we do not go into it thinking, oh, I'm just trying to sell a product. We are life changers. We are truly giving the gift of life to ourselves and to others, and we are sharing that story. We are leading from the front by sharing our story with others to hopefully inspire them to want to do the exact same thing. And by doing that, we have to get real, we have to get raw, we have to get very vulnerable, which is super uncomfortable sometimes, you guys, to share those things. But if we're just trying to come across as perfect, like we got all our crap together all the time, then that's not relatable. Nobody really wants to see that, and be like, oh, well, she's got it all together, because that's not true. We're all a big hot mess, if you really want to know the honest truth. So it's all about sharing your journey.
Where's Madam Secretary play at?
Perfect. With a goal of lifting up each other, empowering one another and ourselves, and helping other women to do the same. Again,
be careful
that we are not perfect, and we are honestly, we're just not trying to be. We're not trying to portray that, because we're just coaches. We're not the experts. We're just having fun with it. We're gonna mess up and have those roadblocks along the way. That's life. But again, that's what people can relate to. So, and it all comes back to loving yourself, learning to be confident in who you are from the inside out, and sharing those imperfections. Into the world, we are just a team, but to each other, we are a family. Like, this is my family. When I'm struggling, when I'm excited, that's who I go to celebrate, to share my struggles, no matter what it's amazing. So again, goes back to my pre-Beachbody story. I graduated college with a nursing degree back in 2010. And I actually married my husband Jordan in 2013. So that was like a 3-year period where I was just working. And actually 2.5 of those years I was working on night shift. And oh my gosh, it was the hardest thing. I felt like I was run over by a dump truck every single day. So praise to the people who actually like that and enjoy it. But I did it just because, heck, we were just trying to make our ends meet. But then again, that stress just compiled and built up, and I was feeling worn down, like I said, run over. I had no energy. I had no confidence in myself, which kind of stemmed from childhood and that whole comparison game. But I was just missing out on so much. Like, my husband and I, we were like bypassing. We were both working 12 to 16-hour shifts, and I would work like 7P to 7A, and he was working 5A to 5P. So by the time I get home, he was already gone from work, and it was awful. Like, I never saw him. So it just, again, the emotional, the stress, the anxiety, I was literally on time. And that's unfortunate that the world, that's what they do now, is they try to cover everything up with medicine. And while I do believe there is a time for that, that's not the solution to the root of the problem, which we have to get down to. And when I realized, thank goodness, I have always enjoyed working out to get those endorphins going and, you know, release some of that stress. But then I would like leave the gym and I'd be like, where's the pizza? Where's the donuts? And then I would just feel, awful all over again, and just stress eat. And so I never saw or felt the results that I desired. And it was just an ugly, vicious cycle that I'm sure so many of us have been through before. And so I lacked purpose. I didn't know what I was doing. I just felt lost and down, and I didn't know. So I knew in 2014, I had to make a change. And I first thought, oh, I love to work out. I want to be a personal trainer, and actually did get my personal trainer license. And before I became a coach, and again, it was just something missing, because again, my desire was to put my family first and to be home and to be present. And first of all, personal trainers don't make that much money, at least not here in this area. But two, I was gone all the time. I want to be home with my family. So coaching, like most people, when I started, I was like, you know what? This is it. I'm going balls to the wall, all in. I'm clueless. I'm scared. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I literally, but when I do something and I commit, I was a nerd, y'all. I got on YouTube and just watched all the videos, because guess what? There's so many free stuff out there to help teach us how to better ourselves in this business and all kinds of things. So just know that when you begin your journey, you're not alone, and you have all that available to you in our online training and on our team page as well. So it's a beautiful thing. I do want to, I'll keep going right here. Okay, so what is coaching? Again, we are helping other women or men. We do have a few men on our team, but ultimately my target market is other women, because I can more so personally connect with them than I can with men. We're just emotionally different. So we reach each other, help. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk to you guys. Reach our health and fitness goals. And again, that's mental, physical, and then it compounds from there. Again, we don't just sell products. We are sharing. You are your brand. We are helping our customers achieve their goals through behind the scenes, because yes, as y'all know, we host these virtual fit clubs, aka challenge groups, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. And I'm not saying it takes a lot of time, but it's a blessing, but it's also like, I mean, I know I'm biased, but as coaches, we actually, at least harder than just any other MLM, but it's different because we aren't just selling a product. We are building relationships. This company, becoming a coach, I promise you, some of my best friends are on my team. Like, I love them, and I go to them when I'm feeling down again, or I'm celebrating success. And it's just incredible that, because I built these relationships through this opportunity, because you're surrounding yourself with people who want to better themselves, so it's the positivity, because whether we want to or not, we become like the people that we spend our time with. So choose wisely. So in time, our desire as your upline coach, because we continue to grow as a team, is that you're building your own team and we're just all growing together. It's a beautiful thing. So how many jobs do you know of that actually encourage you to put yourself first? Like coming from a nursing background, you think health care, but yet they teach you to work these long 12, 16-hour shifts. Oh, you don't have time to eat. Oh, you don't have time to take a break. Oh, you don't have time to pee. Just hold all that, hold your bladder and cause yourself to get kidney stones and run off sodas and caffeine. And it's just like, I'm like, really? I'm trying to be the best I can be for my patients, but it has to start with us. It's about leading from the front. And that's why I've always said, nursing was a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for it because it allowed God to open those doors, because I've always known I have the heart and the passion to help others. But I don't want to just cover up the problem. I want to get to the root of it and fix it, So, and that comes from our lifestyle changes. What it is not, you'll hear people say, oh, pyramid scheme. And I guarantee you 99.9% of those people don't even know what a pyramid scheme is, because it's completely illegal. Beachbody is like the number 2 MLM in the entire world, second to Avon, who's been around since like 1984, and Beachbody didn't come out till even 2007. So that speaks volumes to what our company has done. So as a coach, it resembles a Christmas tree. It does. So say like I'm your upline, and then you sign up, and then everyone that you sign, they just kind of go down and it goes out. Okay. But what a pyramid scheme is you're like asking somebody to buy in without giving them anything in return. So it's like you get all this money, but while they're not even buying a lot of product or whatever. So with coaching, we legit are able to build our own business from the ground up by simply investing in our own products. Wow. Like, I know a lot of companies who require you to pay thousands of dollars to like stockpile all this crap in your home. No, we don't do that. We have a customer service department who does all the shipping and all that good stuff of all the products. We simply invest in our own products. And how cool is it that by being a coach, we get an extra 25% off? Like, it just doesn't get any better than that, you guys. So, I just threw this in there because I want you to know everything. I don't want to leave any stone left unturned. But you could actually sign up as a coach for $39.95 and say, but if you are wanting to do this and you have never used any Beachbody programs, you're not using Shakeology or any of the performance line, honestly, ask yourself, how do you think that you can successfully help others? Tell them, oh, you should use all this stuff, when you're not even leading from the front and doing it yourself. Because again, that goes back to the selling aspect. If you're using them and you wholeheartedly believe in them and know that they have changed your life as they have mine, and I know that they have, then, because all those medicines, by the way, that I talked about earlier, within 1 month of consistently drinking Shakeology, I was off all my antidepressants, my anti-anxiety meds, and my migraine meds, you guys. It was like a total of 7 or 8 medicines. It was crazy for somebody who was like 23, 24 years old at the time. So, but the cool thing is this $39.95, if you sign up with the challenge pack, that fee there is completely waived. I mean, so why wouldn't you do it? Or if you have purchased a challenge pack in the past, then yes, you would have to pay this $39.95 fee. But the cool thing is there's actually, you would get it refunded to you within 2 business days. So it's technically free. So pretty awesome to be able to do that. But that's only with challenge pack purchases, which are the best of the best. They're going to save you the most money and set you up for the most long-term success. There are no hidden costs, no requirements to sell products as a coach. So know that up front. As a coach, you can simply take advantage of the 25% discounts and never sell a thing if you didn't want to. But me, my heart, my passion is to grow a team of people who want to make this lifestyle for themselves and for others. Because like I said, the physical aspect of it and experiencing all that from the inside out is a beautiful thing. It changed my life enough. But being able to build this business, be home with my family, travel the world, and getting ready to be a mom, like that is my ultimate desire, is to be a stay-at-home mom. But I'm too much of a hustler to just stay at home. I have to work, but it's been such a blessing that I can literally build this business in 4 hours a day, and that's as a full-time coach. So we're not telling you that you have to invest all this crazy amount of time. You can actually be a successful coach in as little as 1 hour a day, and that's what we call a power hour. But it doesn't even have to be a complete solid 1 hour block. Say you have 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. You just have to be so focused and so intentional during that time and not get so distracted by all the glitz and glamour, because I promise you, there's 1,001 things that we could all put on our list to do. But you guys, we're one person. We're not omnipresent. We cannot do it all. So we have to learn to give ourselves grace, but just brain dump and write down all these things that are cluttering our minds and our hearts and our thoughts, and just be like, okay, here is 3 things that I have to do today that's going to propel me and my family and our team, our goals forward. All the rest of this, roll it up in a ball and chunk it in the trash. If it comes back again tomorrow, then fine, do it if it's truly important to you. But only you know what's going to get you closer to your goals. So again, no hidden costs, no hidden fees. The only requirement as a Team Beachbody coach is after your first month, say you signed up with the challenge pack, your $39.95 fee is waived, then after your first 30 days, you would have a monthly $15.95 monthly service fee. And what that does is, like I mentioned earlier, we have a customer service department who takes care of all the shipping and handling of products. Praise God. Who wants to be stockpiling stuff? Oh my gosh, stressing, how am I going to sell all this? Or now I got to run to the post office and pay for the postal aspect of it and how much it weighs. That could be another $20 or so. I don't know. But we don't have to worry about any of that. We're just like the middleman, but we're able to get compensated for that. It's a beautiful thing for $15.95 a month. And even with that $15.95, say you're just using Shakeology and not even the performance line, that alone, because you're getting 25% off your product, you're still saving on average $20 a month, even with that fee added in. So who doesn't love to save money? Especially this time of year, but always. I'm such a penny pincher. I really am. So that was a blessing in itself. Okay, so as coaches, we have what we call 4 vital behaviors. The first one is invite, 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 but the more personal way to say that would be connect, connect, connect. Because again, we are building relationships. Again, we're being proof of the product. We're leading from the front. We're sharing our personal story to influence others to hopefully that they'll do the same. Personal development is so key, coach or not. You have to fuel your mind, you guys. This world is cruel, it's evil, it's negative. And if you wake up to God knows what on the news, like your whole day changes, your whole mood changes. So you have to guard your heart and your mind and what you're allowing in so that when that stuff starts hitting you in the face, you can just like repel it off. And I promise you, because I hate to read, which if you don't like to read, you can do audios. But I've actually learned to love to read, but in the beginning I didn't, thanks to nursing school. So I was like, I kept shoving it off for months and months. And then, when people started telling me no, or I started getting ignored from, reaching out to people, I was like, dang, starting to feel like, oh, I'm not a good coach. No, you're a freaking rock star coach, but they may not be ready. But you have to continue to show up and share your heart and just be true to who you are. And I promise you, your tribe will come. They're going to see that you're real and they're going to relate to you. But I mean, we can't always please anybody. And if I've been there too, people pleaser, but until you take care of you first, nothing else matters. Okay, so daily task. Again, we're running our virtual fit clubs. We invite to them. We're supporting our clients behind the scenes. I talked about that. We're growing in our business knowledge with the PD, personal and business. Working on ourselves, making sure we're being a product of the product, inspiring others, being true to who you are, tracking your business as well as your fitness and your nutrition. Tracking is key. It's hard to do. It's not always fun or glamorous, but it's key. So, and again, I kind of talked about how I was a full-time nurse. I was actually within my first 6 months of being a nurse, I was able to leave and go to a coach. And again, insert legal disclaimer here, quote, quote, no level of success is guaranteed. It's your income is dependent on you, your hard work, your diligence, your skill, okay? So you are responsible for how successful you are in this business. I worked it in an hour a day, sometimes 2. I sacrificed sleep. You have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of things. I sacrificed TV, but now, legit, me and my husband stayed up, so I'm a grandma status. Typically I go to bed like 8, 9 at the latest. We were up to like 11 watching The Voice reruns like over and over and over. And it was just like so awesome to do. And know that I've sacrificed for a short term so that for the long term, we're building this life of freedom where we can just be together and enjoy our quality time. So you're telling your story at the end of the day. So objections, I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. Not at my goal weight. Perfect. Good. Nobody should be at their goal weight, because you should constantly, once you reach one goal, you should be fighting for something else and something else and something else. It's when you get complacent, that's when you're setting yourself up for failure. So you have to know that people are attracted to you because they can relate to you, because you're being real. You're not some perfect model or something, but you are on your journey and you do it together every single day. This is a journey. There is no final destination. Again, just getting started on my journey. Perfect time to create that excitement and ask others to join you. I don't have the knowledge or skill set. Who does in the beginning? And seriously, we all have to start somewhere. And to tell you this, I've been doing coaching for over 4 years now, and I'm learning something new every single day. But as long as you are coachable and willing to learn, then you're going to be successful. And as a team, we share new things together every single day. I'm not a social media expert. Thank God, if I can't see who's all on, but if Nadia is still on, she is my social media expert. I feel like she's so good at that. But again, we learn from each other. Okay, I don't want to be a salesperson. Okay, then don't see yourself as one. See yourself as a storyteller. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. Truth about those, you're going to make the time and you're going to make the money available for what is important to you. Bottom line, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. We're all busy, especially in this crazy season. But you know what? I choose to give myself grace and be like, you know what? It's time to rest. It's not time to quit, but allow my heart, my soul, my mind time to rest so I can get back up and go that much harder. And again, just being focused and intentional to eliminate the distractions. And you'd be amazed that the busiest people are actually the most productive ones, because they have to learn to be so conscientious with how they spend their time. And the money, again, budget. Are you tracking your budget? Did you just go eat Mexican and spend $30 when that was over a full week's worth of your Shakeology? Or, it's actually 3 months worth of bod. So you have to be smart about where you're spending your money. And I promise you, there is nothing better to invest in than you, bettering yourself, your health, your own well-being. Because when you do that, it's amazing that what all comes to fruition. You're like, oh, and now I can do more. Startup investment, I talked about this. What does it cost? The very cheapest, most base is the challenge packs, which is your fitness, nutrition, and your support from our challenge groups and our coaching team. The cheapest one is like $140, but then it just goes up to there depending. Of course, right now, most everyone, the biggest thing is our Transform 20 challenge pack. So that's $160 without the step, or $215 with the step, which who doesn't want the step? That is like my favorite toy right now. I love it. And been doing the sample workouts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who comes up with all these moves with this thing? But it's been so fun. And who doesn't want to get in a killer workout within 20 minutes in this busy season? I told you about, if you're already a challenger, how that works. If you or your spouse is in the military, that $15.95 fee I talked about is completely waived. So you don't even pay that. So more savings for you. And then 25% off everything you purchase. So you can earn, initially it's going to be through commissions. As you're growing your team, you earn in money through team cycle bonuses. And if you're truly growing, then that's where you're going to probably see 80% of your income, which is a beautiful thing, you guys, which you have to still be reaching out, inviting, sharing your story. But it's like the compound effect in your team, and you're benefiting from each other. It's incredible. And you're building your team even more than you get these big quarterly bonus checks on top of your normal commission. Taxes and insurance, we have what's called pro insurance. Taxes was what I personally freaked out about the most in the beginning. So I was like, oh, I have to file my own taxes. But you guys, we can count our workout clothes, all of our supplements, our tennis shoes, my office in my house, my cell phone bill. I'm not going to get into all that, but it's amazing what you can truly count off on your taxes when you build your own business from your own home. So earlier I mentioned we stress. Well, I didn't really go into my marriage, but our first 2 years for sure were a hot mess express, you guys. Like, I don't know how we made it, but we just celebrated our 5 years, and we are truly stronger than ever. And full-time RN, overworked, stressed to the max, to now being a full-time coach, wife, soon-to-be mom. Just putting my family first and being with them. We're actually tomorrow, my husband and I are just going on like a day date for the whole day, and I'm just so excited to be able to do that. Financial stress, you know, we paid out over $10,000 in debt off, plus multiple home repairs that hit us in the face at our old house, infertility treatments, and beginning stages of this adoption. We still got a long ways to go with that. It's super expensive, but we know that God will provide, and we know we're right where He wants us to be. Gym junkie, I always love to work out at the gym, but you know what? Again, I knew in order to save time and money that I can do it right here in my home, wearing whatever I want to wear, looking a hot mess, screaming at my computer, and not looking like a fool in front of the gym. But especially it's been so cold and rainy, nobody wants to get out in that mess, so it's been perfect. Stress eater, still working on that. Lord knows everybody knows me for my donuts. Oh, I love it, all the sweets. But Shaco does help because I'm a chocolate junkie when it comes to that. No confidence to learning to truly love myself and who I am. No purpose to living on purpose and knowing, again, that this is my calling. And again, going from being a people pleaser, which I want the best for everyone. But in order to give my best, I have to give myself the best first. I have to be my best, okay? So it starts with us. And if you also receive my emails, then you would have gotten that Tuesday and how I talked about it all starts with you. So we desire to succeed, but also see each other succeed. We are not competing with one another. We are building each other up every single day. We're willing to help at every turn. You know, we're not doing it to make a paycheck. You know, that's just an amazing byproduct, but we are doing it with integrity and strength and hard work and, you know, faith. We're looking for women who want to radically change their life. I know for me, I am looking for people on my team who are sick and tired of being sick and tired. There is no plan B. There's not like, oh, well, what if I'm not successful? Or, oh, I'm not good enough. Or I hope this will work. Or, oh, I'll give it a try for 30 days. No, I want people who are willing to go balls to the wall and know that, you know what, I'm clueless, I'm scared, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to change the direction of my family's future, because they are my ultimate, like, I want to put them first, and I know that I have, you know, I'm just trusting in God every single step of the way that He will provide for my family and our needs. So again, that bottom part, you know, if you're saying, oh, I hope this works, or maybe I wish, think about your terminology, you guys, because if you're saying I hope, I wish, I won't, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You're going to have to say, this will work because I will work, you know, whatever it takes. When you get signed up, again, you are not alone. You're going to get a welcome email from Team Beachbody with your first 30, your welcome email from me, your new coach training, and then we're going to set up a call after you've completed those 5 steps for your new coach training. We have weekly team calls, weekly accountability calls, and then hustle hours on occasion when we can get together and like work our business within like a clutch, you know, focus 1 hour period of time when people are able to do that together. But we will be here for you every single step of the way. If your coach invited you, talk to them after this call or tomorrow, because I know it's like getting close to bedtime. But live Q&A, I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you guys. So do what? But here, see, Jordan, come here. I've never done this. So this is my husband, my lovely husband here. So I was just kind of briefly telling them, because I just want to make this important real quick, because I feel like so many women do not get support from their family, and it actually took me years. It's just like now that my parents are like, oh, are you working today? Like talking about the hospital, I'm like, I work every freaking day. I'm a hustler. But you know, I'm home with this stud right here. And but I mean, okay, so just to take it back and how hard it was when we first started, he was like, whatever, I don't care, but do what you want. Am I lying to them right now?
No, you ain't lying.
He said, I don't ever want to hear about coaching. I don't want to hear the name Beachbody. You know, he was comfortable, old country boy in his Southern ways, didn't want to eat healthier, change our lifestyle habits. But he ultimately, I think he wanted what was best for me. But, you know, we're women, and so many of us, we start something and we never finish. But I was like, dang it, I am so determined to prove this sucker wrong. Like, because he wasn't, he didn't support it. And I'm like, well, dang it, watch me. And I pretty much did. And he pretty much sat there and ate out of a tub of Bluebell ice cream as I'm working out. It pissed me off, y'all, that I just like kept going. I would grit my teeth and just go that much harder. I'm like, all right, son, I got you, bro. And so it wasn't until we attended our Coach Summit, which is our annual event where all of Team Beachbody comes together. And this was probably it was from September to July, so almost a year. But he went with me, and he was not excited about it. He didn't want to go, but he did, thankfully. And I think it was because it was in Nashville that year, and he just wanted to go to Nashville, right? So he thought he was just going to have some fun, which we did have fun. But after we left that event on our ride home, I will never forget, he was like, oh, wow, this is legit. And I probably teared up because he, for the first time, you actually, when I got a few paychecks, because, who doesn't love to see that? But then when he saw that the community, and this was real, and he was like, I can't wait to see you walk across that stage and all that good stuff. So I don't know, what changed you the most, or the financial side, or just seeing me change from the inside out?
Summit is when I first started to come around with the idea of Beachbody. It was more or less just seeing everybody there, seeing what was going on, what Beachbody was all about, hearing some of the trainings that they talk about. Kind of just a culmination of everything going in through that year, the year prior to that summit. That's what got me, when you just put it all together, see the people walk the stage. The amounts of money that some of these people make just make you want to throw up in your mouth.
True.
But just all that stuff, and seeing that, hey, this is real. It's not just people on a computer talking to people across the country, but it is real. There's real people. There's real stuff, and that's what kind of changed me on it.
And what's so cool is that, that stuff is scary to think about, how much money you can actually earn, but let that excite you to know, yeah, it's scary. It's still talking about it right now, my stomach's in knots, but to know that if anybody can do it, you can too. Nobody was given a hands up, or, you just work for it, and trust the process. But if you're willing to stay consistent and you believe in yourself, oh my gosh, the sky, there is no limit, it's truly incredible. And the relationship that we build. Yes, Nadia, Summit is in Indianapolis this year. It was this past year, and it is in this year. And as a team, we get a house and we stay together, and it's so much fun. We don't sleep, but we work out, and it's an incredible time because, like I said, this is our family, and we build the closest relationships, and it's so much fun. It's he got on to me last year. He was like, don't be the grandma. You cannot go to bed at 8 o'clock. And we were legit up to 3 every morning, and then turning around to work out at 7. Praise God for Energize, because oh my gosh, but your momentum is going. You don't feel like you've been run over, but come Monday, Tuesday after the event, you're like, oh my God, what just happened to me these last few days? So it catches up with you, but while you're there, you're just on a high. I promise you. And Rachel Hollis is speaking at our event this year. Oh my gosh, she's a life changer. She will speak so much life into you, and just getting to be with all the trainers live in person. Oh my gosh, they would. And our team, I can't speak enough about it. Events should be a non-negotiable for you and your business. We have quarterly, where they're now called Super Weekends. They were Super Saturdays because there's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And our next one is coming up soon, January 12th, and they're all over the U.S. But then our annual big event, and we're probably going to have more as a team later this year, because that's just what I love to do. I love to give. That's in my heart. So do you have anything else you want to share?
I don't know. What am I talking about?
I was just wrapping up, and I just wanted to share.
So who we got on here? We got Nadia, Jessica.
Yeah, that's all right now. But yeah, I'm recording it, so I'm sharing it to the page.
All right.
But this is just, this is a prospect call. So
okay.
I just wanted them to hear from you, your side of things, from if you're struggling with feeling alone in this, knowing that, you're not alone because you have the team. But secondly, if your spouse or whoever it is, if they see that you're serious about this and you just keep going, I promise you, they will. Yes, Jordan is a coach, but he, how do you say this? He does, like, we build our businesses together, if that makes sense. Like, I pretty much, because he's the more laid back one. But he's so good at speaking. He just, he doesn't like to do all the reaching out, but he is a coach. And that's actually, we talk about that in your new coach training, that like my very first 2 coaches, when I first signed up, one of your biggest milestones is to get to Emerald as soon as you can, because that's when you start earning that extra money through what we call the team cycle bonuses. And so it's so key to sign your first 2 coaches as soon as you can. And what I did was sign my husband and I signed my sister. And of course, neither one of them cared about building the business, but they did it just probably to get me to shut up for 1, and 2, just because they loved me and wanted to help me. But he is a coach. And because I signed him as one of my first 2 coaches, it's a beautiful thing that you're able to kind of what we call double dip, and you're able to earn more income through both of those accounts, if that makes sense. But we'll get more into that later. But yes, we are coaches, both of us.
But yeah, I got something to say as far as being alone. You're not alone. You got people on this team. Nadia, I've known her for a little while. She's amazing. Christy, I see what she does every day. And you couldn't have a better coach than Christy. I see what she does. She's a hustler. You want to talk about somebody that works and cares. She works and cares. And she gets frustrated.
She's always.
Yeah, go ahead, Nadia.
She's always there. Like, you could text her and I'm not even kidding. Like, if you feel like you're sucking and you're like, hey, Christy, I didn't work out today. She's there to be like, listen, why didn't you jump on something, do this? Like, honestly, I would not be able to do this without you.
No, speaking of, I did not work out today.
What?
Oh my gosh. But see, again, it's just been a crazy day, but it's a beautiful mess. It really is, that we're not here to try to be perfect, but to just better ourselves and take it one day at a time. Oh, thank you, Jessica. This is my family. Like, I couldn't do it without them, It's so good. It's so good. So thank you.
One more thing, and I'll hand it back over to Christy. I heard her say or refer to it as your job. And it is your job, but it's a lot more than your job. It's a business, and it's your business. And you're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you want to make as much money as some of the top coaches, you can. It depends on you and how much you work. Whether you make excuses to work or make excuses to get out of work, it's your choice. I mean, really, and you're going to have downers. You're going to have way more downers than you will supporters. And those downers are going to be sitting back and watching you every day. They're going to wait on you to stop. So be consistent in everything you do.
That raises 2 things. I want to stop you real quick. Crap, what was I going to say? First of all, this is your job. This is your business. Treat it like your business. If you treat it like a hobby, if you're just, this is just fun, it's just a side gig, then no, you're not going to be a top earner, or you're not going to be uber successful. This is your business. Treat it like one, you guys. Schedule your appointments, your follow-ups, your workouts, time to better yourself. It's all a mindset. I love that this was something that I wrote down earlier, and I kind of wanted to share. For so long, of course, me being a coach for over 4 years, my business hasn't grown as fast as I would have liked. Yes, other people have grown faster than me, but again, it goes back to, I know I'm exactly where God wants me to be. And I had this light bulb moment, and it's like and I just want to tell you guys, you have to be 100% honest with yourself. What are you willing to do in order to achieve your goals for the next year, for 2019? Okay, if it's your right dream, then the answer is truly anything. Okay, so if it's the right dream, no amount of pressure, grinding, sacrifice, or waiting will be too much. Giving up will never be an option. Okay, that's why we always like to say, be here in 1 year, because 30 days isn't enough. You have to think long term. And again, think that if This will work because I will work. Okay, you build your business for 3 years while working full time without seeing results. Okay, you get over the fear of being on camera or doing your first live video or story, because oh my gosh, he is a testament to that, y'all.
It sucks.
Oh my
The
gosh,
first
like, I
one
look back
sucks.
now and I'm like, oh, that was bad. Like, I'm like, that was a hot mess right there. And but he's like tells me now, he's like, Christy, you should like speak. You should like speak. You be going, but and he don't just like, you know how man, he's like one of those, he don't give compliments, just give compliments. So like I know if he says it, he means it. But he like,
you know, honestly, we're meaner to ourselves than someone else, because I think I suck on videos, and then I get all these DMs and everyone's like, you're just awesome for what you said. And I was like, no, I really sucked. I watched it 3 times. Like, it was
You're
bad.
always your biggest critic. Yeah.
but then
Exactly.
and it goes back to, yes, you have to believe in yourself, but just be true to who you are. You know, don't try to act like somebody else because they look like a rock star. You know, I'm a hot mess, so you get what you get, you know. So but again, it's like you would do anything, like for your kids, for your family. You want the best for them, you have to treat yourself like that. If you truly want to give them the best and them to have the best, it starts with you. Because if you're like, and he knows, like that's how I was always going and doing and giving. You know, mostly as women, we feel like the caretakers, and we've always got to do for our kids or our spouse, or we got a sick family member or coworkers. It's just busy, go, 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 and it's like, I just want to scream, you know. So we have to take that time for ourselves, or we're just gonna, you know, burn the candle at both ends, and it's not going to end well. You just have to make it work. You have to believe in yourself, believe in this opportunity, believe, you know, in the company, believe in our team and the mission and what we stand for, and know that it's not easy. If you're in here, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you coaching is easy, because it's not. It's hard work, but I can also tell you it's the most gratifying, it's the most empowering thing that I've ever done. It's so hard. The hardest part of being a coach is wanting more for others than what they want for themselves. But just because of that, that doesn't make you a bad coach. People have to want it themselves, but it's our job to continue to show up each and every day, because again, there's so much negativity in the world. And we were just at church before he came here, and he was talking about a statistic that like blew my mind. And he said 4-year-old kids smile on an average of, 300 times a day. By the time they're 40, you know how many times a day they smile? 3. That's so sad, you guys. And that's because we are just, you know, settling for what's comfortable, and, you know, oh, we know I'm going to make this much money this week, so I've got to earn this. Okay, instead of thinking, you know, oh, I've got to settle here, think about what could happen. I could earn 10 times this if I went balls to the wall and followed my heart and pursued my passion. Like, nothing sucks worse than saying, oh, what if I would have took that chance and just went all in? You know, you never know what would happen. Whereas if you go all in, and so what if you fail? Guess what? If you're truly successful and you want to be successful, you're going to fail, and you're going to fail hard, and you're going to fail fast, and you're going to fail a lot. You know, that's what we miss when we see the big picture on Instagram or Facebook. It's like, I want to be like her, but really, we don't see what she did to get there. You know, that's where it gets messy. You have to be willing to get dirty all along the way, and then just pick yourself up and go again. Try a different way. Just keep going. You just cannot stop whatever you do. So lean in, you guys. Find your joy. Pursue your passion. This is our life. This is our chance. You know, stop waiting for that perfect moment. Oh, I'm going to wait till after the new year. What the heck? We got 2 weeks left in this year. Dude, what are you going to do about this? You know, or you're just going to keep doing what you're doing and be more stressed, more anxious. And then guess what? January rolls around and something else come up. But you're never going to be any busier than you are right now. Because just when you think things are about to get better, you better believe there's something else thrown into the plan. So you have to control what you can control. No, life will happen. It will get messy. It will get crazy. But I'm telling you, when you're in control of you, everything else just kind of falls into place. Or you can repel it and be like, oh, well, it happened. So I'm moving forward. So. Yes, the most successfully, I'm trying to read y'all stuff real quick. Okay, so going back to Jessica's question, outside of Jordan and my sister, how hard was it to get your first outsider to sign on? Okay, so good question. Actually, as a brand new coach, I'm going to tell you that's the easiest time you're ever going to have, because when you share that you're coming out as a coach and you're welcoming, you want other people to join you, it's new, it's exciting, it's fresh, and people are going to want to join you. But I'm telling you, when it gets to, oh, look at Nadia's little daughter, she's so cute. See, distraction, you guys, they're everywhere. But what's going to happen is after those first 3 months, you're going to kind of warm up your warm market. So then you have to be willing to grow your market, add new friends, add new followers, build new relationships. And that's after that first 3 months, and that's when it gets hard. But I promise you, like, that's when it gets fun, because you learn how strong you are mentally. And I guess again, insert legal disclaimer, when I started, I was like, you know what? I'm going balls to the wall. I got to do this. I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of slaving away on somebody else's time clock. I want to be home. So my very first paycheck was like $300, and we get paid every single week as a coach, every Thursday, direct deposit. It's a beautiful thing. Today was payday. But so that I remember we were sitting in Wings, which is his favorite restaurant, and I was like, my stomach was not. I was like, I just posted this post. You guys, I came from social media. I had an account, but I was like stalking other people. I wasn't about to make any posts. I definitely wasn't going to take no selfies. And look, now we're doing these like videos. This is crazy. So not having a social media, that's okay. I promise you, I started from scratch. But I went and I was like, I literally 1, 2, 3 push send, because I was about to throw up in my mouth. I was so nervous. And then like everybody was just
She made me read it 3 or 4 times.
I was like, oh my God, these people are commenting. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And even what's worse, you guys, this was 4 years ago. The picture I'll have to show y'all, it has join me, 21-day fix. I was a freaking billboard. It was awful. And people still joined me. And that's why I had to tell that to you, because the right people are going, you can never say the right thing to the wrong person. It's just not meant to be. Did I say that right? But you can never say the wrong thing to the right person, because no matter if you fall on your face, if you word vomit all over them, if they're meant to be part of your tribe, they're going to say yes. And because I said, I was like, oh my God, did I say that? That was awful. That was so, salesy or whatever. And I was like, I didn't mean it like that. But you get excited and then you just try to explain everything. But it all works out just as it is. And you have to be like, oh, that wasn't good, let me change it next time, and you learn as you go. And still, like, I have to constantly change the way I say things and present myself, because the same thing's not going to always work for everybody. Nadia was saying the most successful actually fail the most. Amen, hands down, 100% true. Michael Jordan famously said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. And I promise you, what I've learned from this journey is, like, the harder the climb, the sweeter the victory. I promise you, it's knowing that you put in the work and you failed flat on your face time and time again, that something wasn't handed to you, but you truly worked your rear end off to get there. That, oh God, there's nothing that feels better than that. You agree? You have anything else to say? I'm sorry. I feel like I've been talking for a long time, so we'll wrap this up soon.
I'm good.
Okay. Do y'all have any questions before we get off of here? I've been trying to read through all of y'all's little questions in here, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you think of anything later, I did record it, and I will post it in the sneak peek group. So yeah, this opportunity has changed my life. It still scares the heck out of me after 4 years. Like, thinking of what all we have accomplished, but then yet knowing we're still only at the very beginning. And I cannot wait. As I told my team last night on our call, we got our email yesterday that we are home study officially approved. So we are going to start receiving info summaries soon for all the babies. And I'm like, get them all to me. I want all the babies. So we're super excited. And I just know that God has me right where I am, because I'm going to be home and listening to all the screaming and crying and be like, crazy, but I'm going to be here, and I'm not going to miss it when they're walking and saying their first words. And it better be mama before dada, although I know dada's easier. That's the story of life. Men always have it easier.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so it's been a great week, and I'm just so grateful and it's been a hard week too, lots of hard times too, but again, we don't always see that, but we have to. I promise you, there's good in everything. And when you feel like you're being defeated and you're stuck, I just encourage you and challenge you to really like sit and write down what is stressing you, but yet also what are you grateful for. And I promise you that list of the things you're grateful for will be so much longer than the things that are stressing you. But yet we choose to let our mind focus on these few things, but don't. There's so much good. So attitude of gratitude, that is the goal in all that we do, we say. And, when we think it, that's how we're going to act. And when we're surrounding ourselves with people like this, I promise you, you'll feel like a new person. It's changed my life. I promise you I wasn't this person 4 years ago. Not at all. So thank you guys so much for jumping on.